Alright, so I am Aegis. I'm here with week 3 of the Collegiate StarLeague, week 5. No, season 5. I've got everything confused already. The first map is going to be MLG Metalopolis. Soyu playing as the Protoss player from UMBC. His opponent is going to be Chris, the Zerg player. And I'm going to go ahead and go check my stream once again. Oopsie daisy. Just uploading some stuff. Looks like there we go. Sweet, it is working. Welcome to the chat room. And over here we have Chris, our blue Zerg player. His opponent is Soyu, the pink Protoss player. I've said it wrong so many times that I've finally been set straight, and I can say it right now. Soyu is going to be spawning in close air positions to Chris, and we'll see if Chris is able to scout here with his Overlord and possibly scoot it in the shadows away so that Soyu will scout in other locations first. Well, I guess he's going to scout this location first anyways, since it is MLG in Metalopolis. There is no close ground spawn. Chris is going to be able to get some early scouting information, float through and see exactly what's going on. Cancelled with the 19 minerals recovered. Very nice of BattleNet to tell us about that these days. Probe is making its way out across the map. We used to be forced to guess how many minerals were recovered or calculate it for yourself. And the first probe will be able to scout the Zerg base, and the Zerg player also knows where his opponent does spawn. Spawning pool now coming up for Chris, and it is a really early 10 pool, and Soyu, being the Protoss player, should be able to notice that it is a rather quick pool, and we'll see how he decides to defend against this. He's got his first gateway on the way. Chrono Boost going down on the Nexus. A little bit of wasted Chrono Boost there, but that's okay. Gonna be filling that right back up. And it looks like Chris is just gonna be getting a 10 pull for some early Zerglings to put on a little bit of pressure, but not so far as to kill his opponent, because he doesn't have either of the gases. He's not going to be able to get those speedlings out to be able to clean up his opponent as easily as he normally would have. And over here, the spawning pool does finish up, so you getting his gas, and it should be seeing a Cybernetics core in just a second. 4 Zerglings now on the way, and a Queen. So this is actually completely normal. But just, I'm not too sure about what he's trying to do with this build as of this moment. It looks completely normal to me, aside from the slightly early pool, starting at 10 food. I wonder if this is going to be a Destiny-style Zerglings into Infestor build. He does have the Queen popping out. And I'm going to continue to check over here to see if anything is wrong. Hopefully everyone can hear me fine, and I'm also going to turn off this preview thing because it lags. Chris over here with his Queen out, should be throwing down that vomit in just a second. There it is. First Zella is out for Soyu, going to be blocking off the front, getting a Stalker out as well. Going to be holding the position over here with that Zella. The first few Zerglings now out on the field will be able to advance over here and do a little bit of damage, but that Stalker is popping out pretty quickly, and those Zerglings will be forced back. The Cybernetics core is researching the Warp Gate, and the Overlord now backing out of here. The few Zerglings not able to bust in here to see too much. The Overlord did see the second gas, and Chris just going to go ahead and grab his natural expansion. I wonder if it is his real name. He does have 3 guys in gas still, so he may be looking to do some pretty quick lair play here, as Destiny usually does. So you're going to be advancing across the map with his first Stalker and Zealot. We'll see if he's able to do any damage. It does force 2 additional Zerglings to pop out for Chris, just in case of a full-on push. We have another gateway, 2 additional gateways on the way for Soyu, also grabbing a pylon at the natural expansion. We may see a pretty fast second base coming out here to be able to combat the Zerg player, and it looks like a few Zerglings over here are a little bit out of position. Additional Zerglings out now, and the first Zella and Stalker making their way in here will be able to do some damage against the mineral line here, and the Zella actually falling pretty quickly. The second Stalker getting in here as well. Looks like Soyu's units getting cleaned up pretty easily. He's trying to target down that Queen. Will he get it? That second Queen with just 10 HP, and the Stalker does go down. Oh, that Queen was so close to death. So you doing a pretty good job of actually forcing out a ton of Zerglings. Chris at this point is probably wanting to drone, but instead he's got a bunch of Zerglings out in the field, and so you now grabbing the natural expansion with a Forge coming up as well. Sentries on the way, and the Warp Gate tech now finished. Looks like these Zerglings will be able to come in here and perhaps nibble away a little bit, but not to be able to do too much damage, as the Warp Gates are now ready and for action. Looks like he may be able to force a cancel. Will Soyu get the cancel? Looks like he didn't get the cancel. Oh no, this is so bad for Soyu right now. He's also possibly going to lose this Forge, and that is already 550 minerals gone down the drain. Additional Zerglings now rushing across the map to reinforce this position, and Soyu getting the Forge back up once again. And he's got a couple hundred minerals in the bank. Will be trying to force the cancel. There's the cancel down on that Forge. Looks like the Zerglings do get a wraparound on the Zealots. Looks like a nice force field there. Will prevent the Zerglings from getting a full out surround on the sentries as well. Another Zealot warping in. And so you're going to be trying to take his natural expansion, as there are more Zerglings on the way for Chris. So he's not wanting to drone at all. He's going to be trying to bust in here really quickly. He does have the +1 melee attacks already to complete. All of Zerglings streaming in here. Soyu needs to get that cancel down on this right now. There's the cancel on both of those. Force fields need to come down on the ramp as well. Looks like the Zala will get trapped over there with a couple of those Zerglings. It looks like Soyu is going to be denied from taking his expansion anytime soon. He's going to be forced to warp in a lot more units before he can actually take this natural expansion. More Zealots popping out for Soyu, and Chris's macro falling apart a little bit there, going up to 1,000+ minerals. Perhaps it's the tournament jitters here. We do have a Queen over here and another one trying to do the vomits. He did miss a couple of injects, but in this case he has plenty of Zerglings out. There is a Twilight Council now on the way for Soyu, and additional Zealots popping out. Will be trying to secure this area. Looks like the Zealots do get surrounded, and the sentries as well. A nice wall of force fields. Looks like the Zealots are trapped outside, and we're gonna need yet another force field to be able to hold those Zerglings off. The Zerglings are milling about over here. Chrono Boost going down on the gateways, and a single Zealot being warped in, but it did get surrounded. Oh no, all the Zerglings are gonna be able to bust in here. Looks like the pylon does go down, and all the Zerglings now streaming into Soyu's main. The probes are getting pulled off the line as well. Looks like they're going to be forced to fight against those Zerglings. The Chrono Boost not quite enough to get out those additional Zealots. Chrono Boost going down on the probes right now. The Zerglings are cleaning up the front here. Drinks on me, says Soyu. I think there was a deal a week ago, and we're going to be headed into Game 2. It's going to be on... See, I don't know because I didn't prepare for this. MLG dual site. It's gonna be Nerzel versus JE Walk. And we're going to be grabbing Nerzel and JE Walk for this game. This is MLG dual site. Let's see who wants to spectate this game. I'm just going to mass invite everyone. I have no idea if they want to watch the stream or if they want to hang out in here. I mean, I don't know if anyone's actually watching the stream, so... And again, this is Game 2 between UMBC and... Oh, sweet! Thanks for watching! This is MLG Dual Site, Week 3. I hope I'm right. Alright, so I think I got everyone. If Okay, so I hope I got everyone. Hopefully everyone is ready to go. I'm gonna be a spectator this time. I'm gonna see what the spectators are saying about this game. Usually the conversation is very, very interesting, so you guys get to see it as well. Hopefully they're not too BM or anything, and I'll have to recast the game later for my YouTube channel. But here we go. We're ready to go, and suggested to invite somebody to the lobby. Invite. Alright, so EDS Hero has joined the lobby. Everyone should be in and ready to go. This is week 3 of the Collegiate StarLeague game 2 between UMBC and West Point. But I want to see the chat. I'll talk to them about that in just a second. MLG dual site JE Walk playing Zerg for West Point, our premier military college in our university. And Nerzel going to be playing as the Terran player. He does have the ghost icon. I guess he's had that for a while. He's playing for the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. And I am Aegis. Of course, check my YouTube channel out at youtube.com/AegisStarcraft2. Unlike my stream, because I didn't get the name quickly enough when I registered for YouTube. Over here we have Nerzel, our blue Terran player, spawning for UMBC. On the other side of dual site, we have JE Walk. I hope that's how you say his name. Otherwise, I'd be butchering it, and that's not good. But JE Walk is going to be spawning for as the purple Zerg player for West Point. So I just wanted to see spectator chat, and as a ref, you can't see it. I'll go ref again next week. Next time I'll go ref next game. Anyways, this is the second game. So UMBC is currently down 1. West Point taking the first game in a Zerg versus Protoss, and over here we do have a Terran versus Zerg. I guess I really should take ref because it does cover quite a bit of the screen, but it does die down later on. And I forgot you're supposed to inject. I guess he was a Brood War Zerg player where you don't have to inject. We do have the refinery coming up, and they're going to be talking about the last game for a little bit of time. The drone does pop in here and see exactly what's going on. This map is very interesting, as it does have these bushes over here into the natural expansion, as well as these awesome looking Xel'Naga towers. I love these things. You can get a better sight of these over here, and they have different colors as well. It's just a wonderful map. We have gold expansions in the top and bottom of this map. There's 5 mineral patches, unlike the Blizzard versions. We also have a third base available for the taking, as well as a fourth over here if you don't want to overextend yourself. I guess this fourth is rather difficult to defend for either player if you tried to take that base. And we do have a gas steal coming out of JE Walk, so he doesn't want Nerzel to go any sort of ban